This is Windows Vista running on a modern computer. This PC has an AMD Ryzen 5700X, 16GB of DDR4 RAM, a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660, and an ASUS Prime A520 motherboard. So I began by trying to boot a stock Windows Vista ISO, but it just got stuck on the loading bar thing. Apparently this is an issue with UEFI, so enabling CSM fixes the issue completely. But the keyboard did not work. USB didn't work, meaning that I couldn't use my keyboard or mouse. Then I had a brilliant idea. To flash a USB drive with Windows 7, which works on my computer, then I took a Vista installer, opened it up, took the install.win file from Vista, and placed it into the sources folder on the Windows 7 USB, essentially making Windows 7 install Vista. And the installer finally copied over the files, it rebooted, Vista was able to start, and Windows could not start the installation process. And USB didn't work. I was ready to give up. I guess it couldn't be done. Then I discovered something. A Windows Vista ISO that skips that part of the install and had generic USB free. I quickly downloaded it and it booted, installed, and we were in the second stage of setup. Let's go. I was able to type in my username, password, and everything worked. Well, not everything. You see, I got to the please wait while Windows checks your computer's performance screen, and it kind of just froze. It turns out Vista has an issue with too much CPU cache, so I had to bring up Task Manager to kill it, and from there we were advanced to the desktop. And we were done. Right? No. You see, I like error. I also like not being stuck in 800 by 600, weirdly stretched, on my monitor. But NVIDIA had other plans. You see, my GPU only had drivers for Windows 7 and up. I don't got Windows 7, sir, I got Vista. So at that point, I truly gave up on my project. For 8 hours. Then I stumbled upon a post on some forum. It was about a driver patcher for NVIDIA for up to the RTX 30 series. For Windows Vista. I quickly downloaded it only to see this line in the README. Required an updated Windows Vista system up to January 2020. Not any later, as this patch will not work on them. My ISO was made in 2022, meaning it was too new. I tried installing it anyway on my install, but after I ran the WinLoad patcher, it made the system unbootable. I would later learn that was not because of the patcher. I downloaded the ISO they recommended, it did install, but we were back to Windows could not start the installation process. Then my brain started braining, and I realized I could install the ISO, then boot into live Windows 7, then edit Vista's registry to skip right to the third part of setup, and it worked, but sadly I had no USB. Or did I? You see, I rebooted into Linux, installed VirtualBox, passed through the SSD, booted Vista in a VM, compressed a generic USB package to an ISO, booted the VM, added the ISO, installed the driver and device manager, shut down the VM, and tried booting on real hardware. This time it worked, and my USB keyboard and mouse turned on. I then attempted to patch WinLoad, but it also made it unbootable. I was confused. Well, I'm from the future to explain what happened. You see, the generic AMD XHCI driver I was using only worked for one boot. After that boot, the system could just not turn on. Weird. I just deleted the file from System32 drivers, and what do you know? Back to booting. I had a few extra plans. Because I had one working boot after an install, I used that boot to turn on remote desktop and install network drivers. I then removed the USB drivers and tried remote desktoping. It worked. I could then go ahead and patch WinLoad, then install the NVIDIA driver and patch it as well. One reboot later and Windows Vista was in 2K. Well, only the login screen was in 2K because for some reason the network driver stopped network driving and I couldn't RDP anymore. I eventually ended up buying a PS2 keyboard because Vista knows PS2. I connected it, reinstalled via the VM, and in no time I was able to install network drivers, patch the NVIDIA driver, and Windows Vista was now in 2K. Glorious. one problem remained: the mouse. You see, my PC only has one PS2 port, one that you can plug in both keyboards and mice into. I had one idea left: VNC. You see, VNC is kind of like remote desktop. If you've ever heard or used TeamViewer before, it's basically that. So I found a VNC server that still supports Windows Vista, installed it on Vista using my PS2 keyboard, and then connected from another computer. And there we were. We had a mouse. I decided to try out a modern browser, so here I am on Supermium. I can search Google, I can watch YouTube even. Hello, so I've just finished editing the video and I've realized that I didn't actually ask you guys if you have any compatible XHCI drivers. Here's a list of all the XHCI drivers I've used, so if you actually have a USB 3 driver that should work, leave it down below in the comments. Yeah, that's it for this video. Like the video, subscribe, and have a nice day.